Hey, how's it going? This is Diamond Guitarist Rob Mills talking to you from my hotel room here in Nha Trang, Vietnam. But what have we got going on? Well, we've had 3 people sign up so far to Pretender to Pro, which is the 6-month coaching program at tsmusicacademy.com. So what is Pretender to Pro? Well, first of all, I am going to literally be doing a Zoom chat with Troy, the man himself, Troy Stetner, in the next week or so to discuss what Pretender to Pro is. But I just thought I'd do a prelude video for you guys out there. I said we had 3 people sign up, but we won't, obviously, being at such a long coaching program, 6 months, the testimonials won't be coming through for a while yet. Unlike Speed Mechanics, which is 2 months, and we've had 5-star reviews across the board there. But as a guitarist, if you're struggling right now, then it's about having the answers for that struggle. Why? You shouldn't have to struggle, and you won't. If you get on board with either Speed Mechanics or Pretender to Pro coaching, both viable ways to sort of end that struggle and start flying high as a guitarist. That's why I love what I do, because seeing all the 5-star reviews come through and helping people, it just is really rewarding work for myself. And obviously, having been through that situation myself as a learning guitarist and coming through the other side and just being able to play very well, and ended up playing with Diamond Head, as you may already know. And then when Troy saw what I was doing with Speed Mechanics, he immediately wanted me to jump on board with the New Music Academy. But if you're struggling, then it can be hard, right? It can be hard knowing what to practice, knowing what to do next. How do you formulate it? What's your practice routine? What's your practice regimen? Also help with that. You need to have something regimented, something set up that's going to deliver results, and that's the hardest part, really, because with the minefield of information that's out nowadays, the internet itself, YouTube, wherever you look, how do you know exactly what's the right thing to practice? Well, I've been playing for 30 years, teaching for most of that, and come across a system that I implemented for all of my students, including Adam Zingdani, who is the guitarist of Welsh rock band Stereophonics. And you help them to break through in areas of like technique or ear training or rhythm, which is often overlooked, and the right hand, the picking, improvisation, all of these things that I've got like a very good understanding of, that I can just help you. The kind of information that will just make that light bulb go off in your head, and you'll just be like, and then you can apply it, and then all of a sudden you're doing that thing that you've been trying to do, but you've never really sort of made the connection, right? It's about making connections. And obviously when it comes to technique with the guitar, there's a lot of repetition that needs to be done to build up the motor skills, the muscle memory, and like Troy talks about in his latest book, which went to #1 on Amazon, Roadmap to Mastery, it has to be the right kind of practice for that. As if it's too fast, and then you don't program the muscles in the correct way. So that's I was reading. If you look at my previous video on here, I put a video where I was just reading from that book. So yeah, there's lots of good stuff going on right now at tsmusicacademy.com. Drop a comment below if you're struggling, especially if you're sort of like over 30s, over 40s guitarists, because obviously when you're younger, you have, I started when I was 14, luckily enough, you seem to have like a lot more time on your hands to practice and stuff like that. You can implement things a little bit better. As you get older, you've got your job, you've got your family, but believe me, there is a way to even get by on 30 minutes to 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. That's the template that I use, and guitarists are getting lots of amazing results on that. So drop a comment below, get in touch, you can email me on robmuse75@gmail.com. That's robmuse75@gmail.com. So thanks for listening, guys, and yeah, as I say, drop a comment if you're struggling. Let me know what you're struggling with right now. Definitely head over to tsmusicacademy.com and check out all of the stuff on there. Basically, I have my 3 offerings on there: Speed Mechanics, Pretender to Pro, and the video course, which is Fretboard 5-starter bonus practice. And I alluded earlier to the motor mechanics and the muscle memory. These exercises like that you can practice in front of the TV, so you can get some extra practice in. And so that's you get like a lesson a week. The first 3 are absolutely free, so you can go and check that out at tsmusicacademy.com. So thanks for listening, guys, and bon voyage from Vietnam. Thank you.